What if I told you that over 99% of human history is missing, wiped from existence before anyone ever wrote a single word down? Today, we're exploring the vast forgotten story of humanity, a story that unfolded long before the first cities we know of were ever built. From civilizations lost at the sea to knowledge systems that vanished without a trace, this missing chapter will challenge everything you think you know about our ancient ancestors. Let's dive in. Welcome back to Awaken the Humans. Today, we're venturing into the deep past, peeling back the curtain of recorded history to ask a profound question. What did we lose before history even began? These aren't just forgotten stories. They're gaping holes in our understanding of who we are and where we came from. Make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because we're about to piece together the fragments of a world that time forgot. Our journey begins with a simple, staggering fact. Recorded history is incredibly short. Writing, the tool we use to document our story, only emerged around 5,000 years ago. Yet, anatomically, modern humans have walked the earth for at least 200,000 years. This means for over 99% of our existence, there were no written records. No books, no tablets, no official accounts. The vast majority of the human saga is a complete blank, an undocumented mystery that we're only just beginning to grasp. To understand what we might have lost, we have to imagine a world that was radically different from our own. During the last ice age, which ended around 12,000 years ago, massive glaciers locked up a tremendous amount of the world's water. Sea levels were approximately 120 meters, or nearly 400 feet, lower than they are today. This exposed vast coastal plains and land bridges that have since been completely swallowed by the ocean. These lost lands weren't barren wastelands. They were prime real estate. Early humans like us were drawn to coasts and rivers for their rich resources, and it's on these now submerged landscapes that many of them likely built their homes, communities, and cultures. This leads us to the heart of the mystery, the lost cultures of the Ice Age coasts. When the glaciers melted, the rising seas didn't just flood empty land. They erased entire worlds. Entire regions where people lived for thousands of generations were slowly but relentlessly submerged. We're talking about their settlements, their sacred sites, their migration routes all washed away. This has created a fundamental bias in our archaeological record. We primarily find what survived on higher ground, while the story of humanity's coastal heartland remains buried beneath the waves, a lost chapter in our collective memory. If you're enjoying this video so far, please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel as it enables me and my family to continue to do this. It's crucial to remember that advanced doesn't have to mean modern. While these prehistoric peoples didn't have smartphones or skyscrapers that we know of, they could have possessed incredible skills and sophisticated knowledge adapted to their world. Evidence suggests they were skilled navigators, capable of long-distance seafaring journeys that populated continents like Australia tens of thousands of years ago. They were builders, traders, and artists. Complex knowledge systems about astronomy, navigation, and ecology almost certainly existed, passed down through generations, perhaps orally or through symbols we no longer understand, long before the invention of writing. It could also be possible that they were even more advanced or evolved than us, or both. In which case records may exist, but where? They could be in secret locations or the other realms, perhaps. So if these vibrant cultures existed, why do we have almost no evidence of them? The primary culprit is the very force that created their world, the ocean. The relentless rise of the seas at the end of the Ice Age would have been catastrophic for coastal settlements. Any structures made of wood, fiber, or other organic materials would have been destroyed by the waves and then decayed over millennia. What little remains is now deep underwater, making it incredibly difficult and expensive to find. Underwater archaeology is a specialized, challenging field, and we have barely scratched the surface of the secrets hidden on the submerged continental shelves. This forces us to ask, what exactly was lost? We're not just talking about artifacts. We're talking about entire libraries of cultural knowledge that vanished. Technologies and tools perfectly adapted to ancient environments. We've likely lost unique social systems, profound spiritual practices, and intricate maps of the world, both physical and celestial, that existed only in memory and song. Think of the navigation methods used to cross vast oceans, lost to time because they were never written down. This all leads to the great unanswered question of our deep past. Did early humans reach levels of social organization, artistry, and intellectual achievement that we can no longer recognize or even imagine? Was it even more advanced than us, and are we the actual primitive species here, building back from scratch? How much of humanity's true, complete story is still missing, locked away beneath the silt and the sea? What would our history books look like if these lost chapters had survived the flood? Ultimately, history is written not by the victors, but by what survives. The story we tell ourselves about our origins is based on a fraction of the evidence, a handful of pages from a library of millions. The deep ocean may hide humanity's earliest, and perhaps most foundational chapters. And it makes you wonder, what else lies waiting to be discovered beneath the waves? What do you think about these theories, and do any of you have any facts to share? If so, please do share it with all of us in the comments. All curious, constructive, and exploratory comments are most welcome. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown and unconfirmed, please like and subscribe as it helps me to continue sharing my passion for exploration. This has been Awaken the Humans. Thank you for being here with me. Check out some of the other videos on my channel if they intrigue you, and see you in the next video.